Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, I've got to poke a hole through the wall to get the chimney pipe out. So I'm going to line this up with the spot where it goes out of the wall by measuring down to the floor from the pipe that I have standing up there. And then going over to the wall and adding an inch to that height and setting the center of the pipe 1 inch higher than the center of the elbow. At least that's the plan. So half of that is 123 1/4. So I want to come up 124 1/4. Let's see if I can mark this out. Get a dent punched in the wall. It's gotten all the way up to 46 degrees outside. So it's warm enough in here that I'm not comfortable wearing this winter coat. And it's kind of in the way. Nice to have the extra pockets, but having all the extra insulation is not necessary. It's nice having the extra pockets, but the extra insulation really isn't necessary. Get you aimed up a little bit higher. There. Now I just got to get that stovepipe back up here. Then I can get the holes fixed in the stove itself and be ready to light a fire sometime this year. Well, chimney's in and up and through the wall. Going through the wall is just a way to hold it in place while I figure out where I want to put the insulating collar and do all the other things. Keep it legal. So, at this point, I've got the chimney up and I know what position it's supposed to be in. I can cut the steel for the support that's going to come across from the joist up here that's 78 inches away from that wall, so I have to cut a piece of angle 78 inches long, or else make a piece of angle 78 inches long if I don't have one. Looks like 72 is about the longest piece I got, going by none of them's taller than I am. So we're going to try and splice a piece together and splice a couple pieces together and get a stringer over, a brace over to that wall so I can tie off the chimney pipe. Last thing you want to have is the chimney pipe come loose while the fire's going. Now I put screws in all the joints and I've got the joints held together. But 30 years ago, when I first put a stove in the old workshop, I knew how to put a chimney up. But I was running late and trying to get done and wanted to get things taken care of as quick as I could, and I thought, well, okay, I'll be fine. So I lit a fire and the chimney came out of the ceiling. And then I had smoke in the building and fire and flame in the building. Nothing, building didn't catch. The chimney came loose about 6 feet down from the ceiling. So it was far enough away I wouldn't make it a hot spot on the ceiling. But I had a fire going in the fire pot. So I had to smother it. I had to close off the chimney, and I had to close off the air intakes, and then worry about it while I got the fire out. I didn't want to dump water in there. You dump water into a cast iron stove and it tends to crack. So Don't want to do that ever again. It's how you learn. You make mistakes. Hopefully, though, you learn from other people's mistakes and you just don't do it. Nah, you're gonna. In any case, I've got the chimney in. Now I've got to put in the collar and the stack outside, but it's gotten dark. It took me long enough to get the hole cut. I didn't want to make the hole too big and have it be a problem. And working off the ladder that close to the wall, I was feeling very unstable. Now I was anchored, it wasn't going anywhere, it wasn't lifting off the wall or anything. I was high enough that all my weight was going against the wall. But still, you don't want to feel like that. It's a lot of hard work doing it by yourself, but it gets done. I just have to take it slow and careful and tie things off and make sure I'm secure, get one arm through the ladder and one arm for the ladder and one arm for the job, so the job kind of does one-handed. Stuffing that pipe through the wall was not fun. So, done for tonight. Gonna go and get supper ready and then I'm gonna rest. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.